Tēnā koutou katoa e te whānau, no mai haere mai, welcome into the Franklin Pool and the Leisure Centre here in Pukekohe. It is round 12 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And we have the Franklin Bulls taking on the Wellington Saints. I am Taylor Johnson, and joining me is tall fern Crystal Ledger Walker. Crystal, we were just saying this before we came onto air. This is going to be a really good Rapid League game.
It absolutely is. Both of these teams are so deep, and they have players that can absolutely light it up, and a lot of weapons on both sides of the floor tonight, so we're in for a goodie.
We saw both teams warming up. They look fired up, and remember, we do have the game coming up after this in the NZNBL. This is the Rapid League standings right here. The Saints in 4th place, and the Giants up the top still, but the Tauranga Whai hot on their heels. There is the second part of the standings in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. The starting 5 for the Mills Albert Saints: Dougal Meter, Evans Jr., Gold, Pilcher and Heke. Who have you liked the look of this year?
I have absolutely loved watching Caslow Evans Jr. He can get it done. He's such a crafty guard, and with the combination between him and Dougal Meter, they are a dynamic duo that every team has to watch out for, especially in this Rapid League.
You can see in the Rapid League jerseys, they are black and gold, similar to what the Bulls are.
We might have a slight delay for the floor. We're just waiting for a decision for the slipperiness.
And we've just been told there might be a slight delay in tip-off for this game because the floor has a bit of condensation on it. So they're just going to make a decision here. And while they're doing that, we might as well take a look at the starting 5 for the Franklin Bulls in their lavender purple, which we have been accustomed to this whole season. Vano, Anderson, Jones, Miley and Nofor. Flynn Cameron is suited up for Rapid League. Will not start the game, but who needs to really have a strong game today?
Look, it's going to be about these guards. Such a privilege having someone like Flynn Cameron come off the bench, but tonight they're without Harry Coker-Gray, who was absolutely lethal the last time these two teams matched up. He really led this Bulls squad, so someone will need to step up in his absence. But yes, this is going to be a great matchup here tonight. A lot of friends. You missed it earlier, but Hiram Harris and Ethan Rusbach were just having a little half-court shootout.
So just having a committee meeting here, the referees and the match managers, because the Saints are complaining that the ground is too slippery.
You know, basketball is one of those sports where the court really matters. You cannot play on a slippery court. You know, you turn one way, you go to move too quickly, and if you slip, it will definitely hurt. And the way that these two teams play, super physical, it's definitely worth the conversation.
Well, I'm just saying, we've been here for well over an hour, and so have the Saints, and they've just decided now to say something, which is very interesting.
Right, for all those that aren't around this area, it has been a very wet day up here. And the humidity in this building definitely builds.
So, Crystal, tell me, what would you do to fix the situation? Are we all going to get out there with some towels?
Right. I have no clue. Does everyone get brand new shoes that have a lot of grip?
I mean, there's only 4 towel boys here. We might have to pick up a towel.
Right.
Oh,
so we're just for player safety, we're going to just go 5 minutes between the league protocols and then we'll start the first quarter, fingers crossed. So we're just trying to air out the court. 5 minutes, we'll start, then reassess. Next thing.
So we're going to delay tip-off by an extra 5 minutes to air out the court. How that's going to happen, I'm not sure.
Right, only so many windows and doors you can open. But hey, I mean, that's another great benefit of Rapid League. It's so short. There's definitely a lot of stoppages in there and how that game's set up, so can trial it. But you're right, these teams have been warming up for a long time.
Well, while we're waiting for the court to air out, let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head with these two teams. I mean, I'm liking so many matchups, but Zion Anderson and Caslo Evans Jr. is going to be a really key one, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely. Zion Anderson, such a good, versatile guard. He gets out on the wings. He's such a good slasher to the rim as well. But we already mentioned him, Caslo Evans Jr. He's in the running for the MVP of this Rapid League. Like I said, so crafty, so clutch as well down the stretch. Such a good point guard, knows how to manage a game, get his teammates in the right spots. Just such a good floor general for this Wellington Saints Rapid League squad. But the Bulls have a lot of work to do those last 5 games, a lot of L's there. They'll be wanting to start off strong tonight because not only are they struggling in the Rapid League, they are as well in the main game. And it does really come down to that game management and late game execution.
So currently it's just a waiting game. If you've just joined us, we have delayed tip-off because the Saints have said that the court is too slippery, so we're airing it out. I'm not sure I've seen any additional measures as to air out the court. Crystal, go get a fan.
Right, someone call the rain gods, the weatherman. See some tail whipping going on down that end.
But how much of this is actually going to be a mental game now? Because if you think the ground is as slippery as they're saying it is, which to be fair, the players are saying let's just play. Let's just make that clear. Is that going to impact how you play? Like your acceleration off the mark, or when you're doing a step back? Are you going to be hesitant now in case you slip? Do your ankle?
Or potentially, if you're a ball handler, let's go at someone, let's break their ankles. If there's one day you can make someone fall, it might be today on this court. Luckily, in here, there's not so many decals over this floor, so you don't have to deal with that, because even without the humidity, without the floor being slippery, those pose an issue. But yeah, a lot of squeaking of the shoes going on.
Well, that towel needs to be on the ground and not distracting Flynn Cameron. Go tell Mr. Perry down there.
How about that for defense?
Is that a new defensive tactic?
Maybe. You know,
if you can avoid a towel, you can avoid defense.
Right, and no, when I played in the States, Arizona State, they had this curtain of distraction, and every time you would go to shoot, they'd open the curtain and a new thing to distract you would pop out. So essentially, Corey Perry's going to bring that over to New Zealand.
Man on screen there, Caslo Evans Jr. He's been good in the Rapid League, averaging 8.93 points per game. Has scored 134 points in 2025. The 21-year-old out of St. Kentigern College. Been with the Saints since 2024, and the Giants in 23. We talked about it before. Flynn Cameron is back. We haven't seen him in a Bulls jersey in about a month. Had a calf injury. And if he can get firing tonight for the Sal's team, as well as here in the Rapid League, I think the Bulls might turn their fortune. We saw that 5 hours in a row for the Bulls in Rapid League.
And they're not, you know, games that they're really blowing. It's not because the other teams are a lot better. It's coming down right to the wire. They've had some really close losses in there. I mean, versus Tuatara at 1 point. So definitely right there. And Flynn Cameron is definitely, you know, that 1 point difference that the Bulls could use.
I mean, that calf is looking good right now. It's looking good. There's Dougal Meter there.
You know what I also love about this right now? It really has not just turned into a social hour between the teams. Both teams are mingling. Can just see a lot of these guys have played together before.
Yeah, Jordan Hunt and Jordan Natai having a little chin wag in the middle of the court. Teammates in a former life.
I'm sure we'll see them matched up on each other. They won't be so friendly once that ball gets thrown up. But what a way to start round 12. Coming into this tonight, who did you have picked for this game?
When I look at the caliber of players in both teams in the Rapid League, I think I got to go with the Bulls. And we saw Marcel Jones this year. He is such a veteran. This is his 14th season in the league. He's hit 11 three-pointers in the Rapid League. He comes on, he nails a couple of shots from deep, and equally he's got a massive height mismatch in the paint in the Rapid League. Remember, the Rapid League is usually reserved for the younger ones that are coming through. And when you're coming up against 39-year-old Marcel Jones and you are still a 16-year-old at school, I put my money on Marcel Jones a lot of the time. Not just because of his height, but his experience as well. But equally, the Saints team, these youngsters are very good. I mean, Sam Gold's here. Then you can't go past Dougal Meter, Evans Jr. And the youngster in Heke, his height is vital.
Yeah, I like that pick. I mean, you're right. The Bulls definitely do have the big advantage with the post. I think they have the size down low to really exploit that. But the Saints guards are where it's at as well. And for me, I would be going with the Saints for this one, based on the fact that they won their last matchup.
So we've just heard from the officials that we're going to reassess start time at 6:20. So that's about 8 minutes from now. You can see Leafa there watching on. I wonder if we could bring up that ladder once more and just have a look at where these teams are on that Rapid League. You can see that Giants up the top with the Phi on 11 wins, 10 wins for the Phi. Saints got 9 wins there. And we've got the Nuggets on twice, but I think that should be the Bulls. Anyway, we will reassess the situation with the slippery court very shortly. We will go to a break and we'll see you back here very shortly, hopefully with some basketball. No, my hook and my welcome back to the Franklin Pool and the Leisure Centre, and it is your Wednesday evening basketball. And currently we are just assessing the court. We've got Hiram Harris and Ethan Rustbatch here just checking out how slippery it is right in front of us. They're practicing their Michael Jackson dance moves.
Love to see it. I mean, they're doing all the squeak tests on every line in here.
We might see the first moonwalk dribble here at Franklin. But in all seriousness, the Saints have complained that the court is a bit slippery and there has been a little bit of condensation around. And so just prior to tip-off, they wanted the refs to assess, and they have said we would air the court out for the first 5 minutes, and then they got back together again and decided to make another call at 6:20. So that is 3 minutes away. Now, just this game could be called off. That doesn't necessarily mean that the Sal's game will be called off, but I can now see some towel action happening with our ball and towel kids down at the bottom of the hoops.
I mean, it's great that these refs and everyone in here is looking out for player safety and well-being, because you don't want to see anybody get hurt,
no,
especially if it is avoidable.
Crystal, I think to get this show on the road, you need to go grab a towel and help out. Let's both just grab a towel.
Grab a towel, open the window.
Because we want to see some ball being played.
I mean, I have my shoes in the car.
Big game tonight for the Bulls team, though, in the Sal's NBL. Let's pull up the ladder for the Sal's NBL. They lost on Sunday, and it was an absolute dagger by Tommy Vodanovic. They are still in that top 6, sitting there in 5th, but they have played 15 games, and there are plenty of teams who have only played 13. So the Bulls have 7 wins and 8 losses. That might hurt them, that game right there. So this is going to be really important. Whereas the Saints, I mean, 11 wins, 4 losses. They're pretty much guaranteed to stay up the top there. But what they're chasing is that pole position in 1st place. They need to get every win here with the Rams in fine form as well. Upcoming games too. In round 12, we have the Sharks hosting the Airs in the Shark Tank from ILT Stadium in Southland. The Phi will host the Saints on Friday, so they've got a really short turnaround to the Saints. They will go to Tauranga from here. Hawks host the Canterbury Rams, and the Nuggets will play the Airs on Saturday evening in the Edgar Centre in Dunners.
When I'm looking at all 4 of those games, the one that really stands out to me is that Phi versus Saints game. I mean, going on the road, that's a really quick turnaround, you said it. But the Phi team with Mojave King and Anzac Rosetto, they look like they're refreshed, they're revamped, and they have a whole lot of different problems for teams moving forward.
I've got an update. We're looking to tip off in 3 minutes. How good. So the players back to their warm-ups. We'll go through the starting 5s once more for those who have just joined us, and apologies for those who have been waiting to see some Sky Broadband Rapid League. Here's the starting 5 for the visiting team. Dougal Meter, Evans Jr., Gold, Pilcher and Heke. Some real firepower in that team and a lot of height by way of Heke. And then the starting 5 for the Bulls. Vano, Anderson, Jones, Maile and Nwafor. And as we mentioned, Flynn Cameron is back. Not starting, but we're hoping to see him get some minutes as well. Good to see Halasiale Mali back on court as well. It's his birthday in 2 days, turns 28 on Friday.
Love to see it. Hopefully they can get a birthday week win for him. Sure, the Bulls team and fans would love that, but how exciting that Flynn Cameron is suited up. He's ready to go. In warm-up, he has looked great, so hoping he shows it out on the court. You can see him there on your screen.
He always plays with a smirk on his face.
Oh, between him and his brother, they are some of the cheekiest players.
It's like a smiling assassin on the court.
Definitely a tough guard.
Looks like a final decision is being made here. We have been told we're tipping off shortly. Fist pumps for the referees. They're good to go. Mikey Graham, Danielle Cooge, and Ben McLaughlin.
Big calls to make. Some of the things you just don't think about or really appreciate as a fan watching.
So final few seconds before they have to go out onto the court. Russ Batch got some new ink this week as well, apparently, just to add to his collection there. So did I see Kung Fu Panda on that leg?
Oh, he has like so much stuff going on. I mean, I know his brother has a matching tattoo. They both have the legs, but he definitely has added to that collection the fresh prints on the back. And yeah, that's absolutely the Kung Fu Panda as he just walks past us.
So players are out on court. We have delayed tip-off because of the conditions of the court. It was slippery, but it has now been assessed as being okay. However, Mikey Graham, one of the match officials, has just said if they do believe it is too slippery, they will call the game off. So they're going to get through that first quarter. That's probably what he's explaining to the team here. So we tip off, and it is first possession to the Saints. Yes, the Saints are playing in the Bulls colours in the black and gold for those watching at home. Dougal Meter, first look, it's a deep three. Bounces off the rim. They get the offensive board there. Little pop pass in. Lafour protects the paint so well. Another three-point attempt, and it is money. And immediately you just saw the game has been called off. Can you believe it? Evans Jr. slipped going backwards, celebrating his three-point shot. He pointed to his veins, accelerated, and then slipped. And then Mikey Graham immediately called the game off. I wonder if we can get a replay of that. I mean, is that a win for the Saints?
Right, 3 points. First one to score wins.
So take a look at this. He slips. He celebrates and he slips going backwards. So he entered like a little bit of a lunge, and Mikey Graham.
And you can hear the coaches and the refs just talk there. Player welfare has to be the #1 priority, and that's what they're going with.
Yep, so I can confirm it has definitely been called off. However, as far as we're concerned, the Sal's game will still go ahead, but they are just going to check if we can get this floor white. But Mikey Graham has called game. So gutted for the players here because they all really want to play. You can see it in their eyes. They're trying to convince the refs that it's not too slippery, but player welfare is paramount and it is the right decision. So the Rapid League game will not go ahead here in Franklin, but we will see you back here on Sky Sport at 7 o'clock for the Sal's NBL game. And the Saints fans who did travel up have cheered on their team for the 30 seconds and the three-point shot that they did get. We will update you, though, to see what happens with the points in that game or if it is just counted as a draw. We'll see you here at 7 o'clock. Talofa lava malole sufua awhio mai. Welcome into Franklin Pool and the Leisure Centre in Pukekohe, where the Logic Franklin Bulls host the Mills Albert Wellington Saints in the round 12 of Sal's NBL. Ia manuele vai aso le ngangana Samoa. Happy Samoan Language Week, and we are two happy commentators as we await this big matchup in the league. I'm Taylor Johnson, and joining me is Crystal Ledger Walker. Crystal, two teams packed with absolute firepower. Who do you think is going to prevail?
I mean, it's going to be a great contest tonight. We have the Bulls who, you know, they've lost some really tight games. They will be super hungry and desperate to get the win tonight, but the Saints are in great form, and they're going to be a very hard squad to take down, so we're in for a goodie.
Join in on the fun with us. Scan that QR code or go to www.mixandpick.com and have your say. A lot of people backing the Saints. 69% of viewers think the Saints are going to come away with it. The Bulls only 31%, and you can see why they're on a little bit of a lull. But I mean, Sunday's game, I thought they had it in the bag, but the Tuatara with the dagger, thanks to Tommy Vodanovic in the last seconds of that game, meant they went down by 1 point. But the Saints, they're in good form.
Yeah, they are. They have some solid pieces. I mean, they were good before the break, but adding Jordan Ngatai after the break, that's just scary.
That's a cheat code right there. Bringing in Ngatai back into the frame.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, one guy that's back for the Bulls when they need him probably the most is Flynn Cameron. So they've added someone of their own who can definitely add some extra scoring, some extra defensive power as well. So both teams looking like a new squad since the last time they met.
Let's take a look at the standings. The Wellington Saints sitting second. They want to overtake the Rams in that pole position up top. And the Franklin Bulls, it's a different story for them. Don't be fooled with them sitting in 5th place at the moment, because, look, they still have 2 games in hand. A lot of teams still only sitting on 13 games. They've lost more than they've won, as you can see there. That game against the Tuatara on Sunday was vital, but now this one even more important. But it is such a big task to beat this Saints outfit.
It is, but I mean, if you look at them last year, they kind of had their number. So I'm excited to see what game plan, what scout Sebastian Gleim has got for his Bulls squad tonight.
These are the upcoming fixtures for the rest of your round 12 as we close in on the playoffs. The Sharks host the Airs in the Shark Tank in ILT Stadium South, and the Phi will host the Saints. So the Saints will travel from Pukekohe to Tauranga. They play on Friday, so short turnaround for them. Hawks will play the Rams. That will be a close one. And the Nuggets host the Airs as well on your Saturday evening fixture, and on Sunday as well. Nelson Giants will host the Jets, and the Tuatara Phi. That is going to be a really big one in the scheme of the season too. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for the visiting team, the Mills Albert Wellington Saints. To mention second on the table, that man that you see on screen there playing his 150th Sal's game, Hiram Harris. He starts alongside Liafa, Marshall, Ngatai and Mazinski. Very, very big lineup. Who do you think needs to have a big game tonight for the Saints?
Oh, I'm looking for Hiram Harris to step it up and have a great game tonight. I mean, he's closer to home. He grew up just down the road in Waikato and Hamilton. All his family's here. It's his 150th game. I'm certain he's going to be up and ready for this one.
Well, you spoke to him earlier. Let's hear what he had to say ahead of his 150th.
I'm here with Hiram Harris from the Saints. 150 games. My gosh, you're getting old. What has been a highlight or a standout thing you remember over your career here in the NZNBL?
There's quite a few achievements, but I think I spoke about it the other day. Just all the relationships I've built through this 150 games. I mean, one of my very first seasons getting paid, I was teammates with Ethan Ruspach, and I was living with him, and I still have a strong connection with him. So those are the kind of things I remember the most.
Well, cool. It's cool to have you home on our shores playing basketball here. Love that you've been able to accumulate that many games. For the Saints, you guys are on a roll. What's the vibe of the team right now? What's your game plan for tonight?
I think the biggest take for us is we just can't be complacent with anything we do. We know that the Bulls are a good team. Their record doesn't reflect how good of a team they are. So just making sure we don't get too complacent and play our game.
Awesome. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Great nod to Ethan Rusbatch, starting their career alongside each other. There's plenty of players he's played with throughout the league. He's been around a few teams, but a great servant of basketball here in New Zealand. Let's take a look at the starting five for the home team, the Logic Franklin Bulls. Hardy, Okwera, Tobias Cameron, Rusbatch and Gloga. I mean, Gloga had such a good game against Rob Lowe when they played the Tuatara. Tobias Cameron, though, also had a great game.
Yeah, they were really hard to stop. Tobias Cameron that was his best game of the season to me, so excited that he's found his form.
Well, you spoke to him as well beforehand. Let's hear what he had to say ahead of this matchup against the Saints.
And I'm here with Till Gloga from the Bulls. It's been a tough couple games, some really close ones that you guys have dropped. What happened there? What's the vibe in the team? How have you been fixing those things?
Yeah, I think just like you said, we really had some tough losses. But our challenge is to come back, fight tonight, and get hopefully the win.
And this is a really good Saints team coming in here. What's your game plan around them?
They have really good depth. They have good shooters. They have good centers. So we got to catch rhythm early and go from there. Really step by step, possession by possession, value every possession. And I think then we have a good chance to win tonight.
And to anyone back home watching you from afar, do you have any words for them?
Yes, family and friends from Germany. Nice to have you on TV, and thank you for your support.
Cool. Good luck tonight.
Lloyd in the league this season. This is his first pro season outside of Germany. He played 9 seasons in his home country, and he's been a real joy. You had a chat to him. What did you make of him?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he wanted to shout out his friends and family at home just speaks to his type of personality. Such a friendly guy, so good. That he's come over to New Zealand and brought his talents over here, because he has been a really tough competitor in this league.
A big hello to everyone watching on FIBA YouTube as well as ESPN3 and Sky Sport here in Aotearoa. This is the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. I mean, if you are a Bulls fan, it is not pretty reading.
No, I mean, those 5 L's stand out automatically to us, and I know it's in the back of these Bulls players' minds, and it is hard when you have those L's looming over you. Just the mental toughness it takes to really switch and, you know, focus on each game, each possession, and win all those little battles throughout the game. And then also those turnovers. That's something that the Bulls are definitely want to tidy up tonight. Just the unforced errors will be something that they'll be looking to change.
They are last in the league when it comes to scoring, and their turnover rate is also the worst too, so they really need to make a change. You look at the caliber of players in their team, and they do need to be better than that.
I mean, having someone like Flynn Cameron, he's played at such a high level, he's such a good guard. He can do things and create for others. He can create for himself. You can play through him, you can play to him. He is going to be a big piece for this Bulls squad, turning around those L's into W's.
Well, if you've just joined us as well, we had to postpone the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. The court was too wet. So we tipped off 20 minutes late, allowing the court to dry. But Caslow Evans Jr. buried a three-point shot, turned around to celebrate, and slipped over as he celebrated. Here is the replay here. Buries the shot, turns around. He slips over. Mikey Graham, the match official, called it off straight away in the interest of player welfare. The shortest Rapid League game, if ever, Crystal, but the right call in the end.
Yeah, man, that was a rapid game for sure. But yeah, absolutely great that the referees, that everyone in the building is putting the player welfare as the #1 priority tonight, because that absolutely should be the first thing. You would hate for somebody to get injured when it is avoidable, when it is a facilities issue.
Tip-off was very touch and go for this one as well. We had about 15 kids on the court with towels prior to coming live on air. We had all the players moonwalking, just double-checking how slippery the court is, but we are good to go. It has been all cleared.
Yeah, I mean, you speak about the Bulls community, this really being a family atmosphere down here, and I could say the whole Bulls crowd, fans were out here on the court getting it good to go, because we're all excited to see this matchup tonight.
Well, we wanted to see some basketball, and we are about to, and it is the Saints with first possession. Leafa decided to go on his own. Immediately, the defensive work of the Bulls, and Harris, thought he got a clean steal. He can't believe it. You can see the guards holding himself back. And already it's juicy, Crystal.
It is. You love the drama. He is keeping his lips shut tight.
Let's have a look. Oh, that looked pretty clean to me.
It was tough angle for the ref. Obviously, we have a different one than what they're seeing, but already such a physical matchup. And look at this defensive intensity.
Again, Harris, he needs to be careful. He took out Cameron there. Oqueta wants to go up against Ngatai. Oh, dangerous cross-court pass, and it is going to pay off for the Saints.
I mean, we spoke about it earlier, the turnovers for the Bulls. That is something that they need to focus on. They don't want to throw those 50-50 passes, want to make the most of their possessions.
Leafa has Mazinski there. Harris drives hard. Ngatai steps back for the three-point shot. Not able to get there. For the ball, the Tau kids rushing off the court. They are working overtime tonight. Hardy finds Oqueta. Cameron. Gloga decides to go for the deep two. Gloga in and out, but Oqueta with the offensive board over the top of Harris. And there is your first points of the game.
And the Bulls fans here in the Stockyard can finally sit down.
Yeah.
What a shot from Oqueta. Just the length he has to get that off.
Oh, the movement again from the Saints. Ngatai wide open from the right-hand corner. Can't get there, but no one really crashing the boards, and he's just gifted it back to Hardy.
Look at Tobias, aggressive early, coming off a really strong offensive performance. He's looking to get himself going. Rusbatch.
Oh, catch and shoot from Ethan Rusbatch. Feeling it in the game.
Such a good look. We all know Rusbatch is a sniper. You have to find him. Check that out on replay. Tobias trying to find an angle, can't. Finds his teammate. Rusbatch makes no mistake from deep.
How good was the defense, Leafa on Cameron? He just did not find a way through whatsoever.
Yeah, this is both of these teams really solid defensively, so physical, also versatile, and that is a tough floater.
Oh, and one for Leafa. Had 3 Bulls jerseys in front of him, still managed to get some elevation and pop it in over the top. Take a look.
Nice little space on that step back floater. Leafa, good to see him getting going early. He now has 3 points in the ball game. The last time these two teams matched up, he had 3 in the entire 40 minutes. So good to see that he's feeling it.
Well, Ethan Rusbatch only had 3 points in 36 minutes against the Tuatara. They absolutely shut him down. It's almost unheard of for the man you called a sniper.
Yes, it is. One other guy that struggled the last time these two teams matched up was Tay Hardy. Only took 3 shots in the first half and another turnover for the Bulls.
Yeah, both teams not really treasuring possession. Ngatai fires it across to Harris over the top of Oqueta. Again, flirts with the rim but doesn't drop. Rusbatch having to reach for that one. Hardy trying to weave his way through, blocked by Leafa. Hiram Harris wants to go quickly in transition. Comes off the foot of Oqueta. Still in possession of the Saints. This is a high-octane start. Leafa drains the triple.
Oh, cut it out, Leafa. 3 great positions from him. Gets that and one, gets the stop with the block, and lines it up again. Cameron can't connect.
Oh, he wanted some of the 3 action, did Cameron. Dougal Meter sitting down in front of us, waiting to check into the game. Leafa give and get to Harris, tough. Mazinski. Gloga comes up with the board. Cameron slips over his own teammate, just catches Hardy's ankle.
The pace that this game is being played at right now is tough, and that's great angle off the glass from Tobias Cameron.
We are being treated to an absolute game right now. The Bulls need this win.
That little hesitation, catches the defense, blows right by him.
The little flick of the wrist too from Cameron, just had enough on it. Made his Tall Black debut last year, did Tobias Cameron, and his brother Flint sitting on the bench today. Didn't get any minutes in the Rapid League game. Oh, and we've just caught time because Tobias Cameron's bleeding on his right elbow. That is where he slipped over Hardy, and well, look who we have here. We've swapped one Cameron for another, and welcome back onto the court, Flynn Cameron, after injuries. A month
Look at
out.
this pressure, man. He is right up in Nick Marshall's pockets.
When we spoke to Bull staff, they were questionable whether Flynn would play, but he didn't get time in the Rapid League game because it was postponed, so straight into the thick of it. Harris, he is the best rebounder in the league, and he's getting his own rebounds there. Third time was not the charm for Harris. He's frustrated.
Just gets such great positioning. Does his work early on rebounds. That's why he is so effective. Great roll by Gloga. They didn't get that look, but I like that look from the Bulls. Got it out of that on-ball really quick, away from the defense. Got it straight into the post.
Ngatai, the 78-game veteran for the Tall Blacks, back here. Oh, nice long two-point shot coming in from Marshall.
Nick Marshall, so good, so effective and efficient with everything he does.
Oh, Leafa almost had the steal. It just bounced off his foot. But getting in the passing lanes, they're doing that really well, and that's why we've seen so many turnovers for the Bulls.
Liafa is just so sneaky. His IQ is so high. He knows what the offense wants to do.
Tay Hardy, three-point attempt. No good. Harris comes up with the rebound. Leafa. Back to Harris. Dougal Mita wanting to inject himself into the game. Good ball movement. But Oqueta comes up trumps with the defense.
They missed Ngatai earlier in that position, had the mismatch versus Tay Hardy. Gloga, oh, Hiram Harris pulls the chair. Gloga does not matter. He's so good going to the middle.
He's really grown in this league, has Gloga. When he got angry against Rob Lowe, he played his best basketball. Has Leafa couldn't get that one either, and it will be a foul against the Bulls.
Yeah, a little push in the back from Oqueta in that rebound, but a lot of subs coming in early.
Just five coming into the game. Jones and Hunt, as well as Tobias Cameron, back on. I think they're just trying to get sorted, both teams. And we see Gold check in for the first time, as well as Evans Jr., and Mazinski is back. Marshall has Dougal Mita there, who just played his 100th a couple weeks ago. Marshall goes high. Couldn't get it to bounce in, and again, they've just missed a couple from right underneath. Tobias Cameron headbutts it. It is all happening here in the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. Shot clock down to 5. Rusbatch, Evans Jr. tries to cross him up. That is a tough finish and lovely drive by Evans Jr.
We didn't have our Rapid League game today, but Caslow Evans Jr. absolutely dominates that league. He is so crafty. He is so shifty. Beautiful move.
Well, he looked at Rusbatch and didn't even care who was marking him. He said, you and me, we're going to go toe-to-toe, and took it to the basket. Basinski comes up with the ball. Evans Jr. to Marshall and back. Slowing it down now. Goes for the three-point shot. Oh no, two points. He had his foot on the line.
Right, get those dogs back. Caslow Evans Jr. feeling it early.
Tobias Cameron goes for the three. Misses. Not having a lot of success. Marshall again just works his way around.
Look, he does not need much space to get himself to the rim and to score. Tobias Cameron, a great defender in this league, got a challenge guarding Marshall tonight.
Evans Jr., you can see his foot was on the line. Great look from Mikey Graham. But look at this as well. Marshall just threads his way through.
Exactly. Ethan Rusbatch really tried to clog that lane. It did not matter. Marshall, very creative with the ball in hand and long, can play outside his body.
Born in Adelaide is Nick Marshall, played for the 36ers in his 4th season, and joining him will be Flynn Cameron, who has signed there for 3 years. So playing against each other tonight, but teammates next season.
Yeah, I think that's a great move for Flynn Cameron, because he didn't get as many minutes as he is worth. So glad he's making that move, and I'm sure he'll find a bigger role with his new team. One player that we're not seeing out there tonight is Shea Illy. He is so good. I mean, as a fan, as someone watching from the outside in, he's definitely one of the best defenders. But Taylor Britt, one of the players in this league, one of the best point guards on this side of the world, said he is the best defender on this side of the world. So the Saints really missing him, and a lot of players will have to step up in his absence.
Bulls trail by 4. They called that timeout. Let's see what they can pull out of their bag of tricks. Hunt. Back to Hardy. Hunt was great off the bench. Jones looking for a 3-pointer. Not in the right rebounding position was Tobias Cameron. Leafa wants to go against Hardy. Oh, he just paused in the air. He has so much time. Gold with the steal. Mazinski back to Gold. Gold takes it to the rim. Can't get there.
These Saints players just hunt for the ball. Tobias Cameron, beautiful take. Good use of the rim to avoid the shot blocker. Gold the other way.
Flynn Cameron gets the foul. Sam Gold, should I say, will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Hiram Harris waiting to check back in. Flynn Cameron goes to the bench. Sam Gold at 201 centimetres tall from Tower College.
He's been a great pickup for this Saints squad.
Hunt. Oh, thought that the Saints were going to get that one back, but it was off them, so the Bulls took possession.
You see the Saints setting up their press, a little 2-2-1.
Yeah, playing full court pressure. We've seen from both teams, actually. They're making each other work really hard. Oh, Rusbatch couldn't reel it in. So it goes to Harris. Evans Jr. He's feeling good. Harris, well, wide open here was Ngatai, and he makes them pay. You cannot give him an inch because he will take a mile.
Started with that cousin connection, Hiram Harris and Caslow Evans Jr. Great read out of the on-ball.
Rusbatch back to Hardy. Lazinski put Hardy off the shot. Cameron Gloger was calling for it, goes over the top with the hook shot.
Love that decision by Tobias Cameron. Gloger working really hard to get that seal inside. Tobias Cameron rewards him.
I think that was the difference as well as Leafa turns and shoots. Rusbatch collects the rebound. I think for the Bulls on Sunday, Hardy was guilty of doing too much. His shot selection wasn't on for Hardy on Sunday, but he was forcing it. But here, there's just been better ball movement and sharing the load between players as Gloger dishes it back to Hunt, and he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, would have liked to see Gloger take that shot. Hunt was coming in for the rebound. Good read by Tobias Cameron to get him on that slip. The Saints setting up to show hard off that pick and roll.
Evans checks out. Marshall back on. Good little cameo appearance from Evans. As we mentioned before, no Rapid League game. It was postponed due to the court being too slippery. So those guys are feeling energized.
Right, it's like the good old days.
Oh, perfect pick and roll between those two, but they kick it out. to Marshall.
Marshall's so good, has a cheeky smile on his face and lets Oqueta know about it.
Hardy just weasels his way through underneath the big bodies.
And that's when Hardy is at his best. He's decisive in his decisions. He gets himself going downhill.
Marshall again, he just pushes the pace so well, and it's so hard to defend him.
And that change of pace that he has really pays dividends when you come up against an aggressive defender like Tay Hardy.
Hardy, you can see he's getting frustrated with the defense on Marshall. Oqueta has Harris behind him. Cameron off the right foot step, going hard into the paint is Cameron. How good is that? Just individual brilliance.
He pulled a lot of tools out of his bag on that one. Got us with the little handle, the change of hands, the spin move to the open space.
6 seconds left on the clock. Harris wants to drive himself, and again, they are just not dropping for Hiram Harris tonight. He's missed a couple just under the hoop. Again, that was hotly contested though. But in the end, after the first quarter, it is the visitors, the Wellington Saints, leading 23 points to 18 over the Bulls. Welcome back to the Stockyard. The Wellington Saints with the lead, 23 points to 18, and I am absolutely loving this game, Crystal. The energy is high, and you feel like the temperatures are about to flare.
You really do. I mean, it is an absolute vibe in here with this music blasting, with how this game is being played. The pace that these players are playing with right now is very impressive. When looking at the stats, though, these Bulls players already have 6 turnovers in that first quarter. That's something they will want to tidy up because the Wellington Saints have capitalized on that 8 points from the Bulls' turnovers.
You would have seen there the Sal's Pizza Special. You would have that'll pop up plenty of times, as well as the Sky Broadband Fibre Starter Package. Get amongst that, and you can watch our TikTok games live on Friday. Tobias Cameron joins in the three-point party.
Great look from Tobias. He is up to 10 points in the ball game already.
Mazinski. Oh, Harris almost tried to get the putback. Couldn't get there, but so tough getting the rebound. But they're just not finishing. They're getting plenty of second chance opportunities, but no conversions. Boga, talk about second chance points right there. Oqueta with the flick of the wrist, and down it drops for a triple.
Such a good look for Oqueta. On that kick out, came wide open, and we're back to a 1-point game.
Harris, he hits the deck, will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
He is just so good at getting downhill and makes such good decisions. Watch it again. That change of pace on that quick cross. Slices through the defense and draws the foul.
Hiram Harris, of course, playing his 150th Sal's game. He's played for the Saints, the Jets, the Hawks, the Sharks, and the Super City Rangers. Turned 29 yesterday, did Hiram Harris.
Oh, happy belated birthday to Hiram. Glad he got to come a little bit closer to home, and he has all his family and friends here watching.
The Harris whānau behind us all with their Harris kit on. And he's not disappointing for them. And it does make you play better, doesn't it, Krista? When you know your family is in the stands, you're going to give it everything. And he's certainly not short of trying tonight.
Hiram Harris, one of the hardest workers out on the court, does all the little things that his team needs him to do, not scared to do the dirty work.
Rusbatch, quick release, and it is good. Ethan Rusbatch feeling nice tonight.
His second three of the game.
Remember, he was kept to 3 points on Sunday's game against the Tuatara. His radar was off. Marshall, how good is that? I mean, Okweta was all over him.
Okweta's all over him. He has the height, he has the length to block any shot that comes his way. Marshall, though, too crafty.
Leafa did enough to deter Rusbatch for another three-point attempt. Okweta thought about it. Gloga, he's been good in the paint this season. And it goes against the Bulls. Against Okweta, and he will check out Marcel Jones back on to the court. Over 3,000 NBL points has Marcel Jones in his 14th season in the league.
And just with that play and with that foul, Okweta picks up his second. He will take a seat on the bench.
Harris has Hardy. It's whacked away by the Bulls, so the Saints will inbound. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time to conjure something up. Leafa.
Oh, they're calling a foul on that, on Tobias. Down low, Hiram Harris taking up so much attention. Oh, and Tobias Cameron gets the warning as well.
Well, he's frustrated.
Oh, they're starting the game with 6 players on the court. It is happening there tonight.
Well, Sebastian was calling out to Tobias, but he was still in the red about that call and he wasn't hearing anything. His brother Flynn comes on and replaces him. Marshall has Jones on him. Harris, that's a heist mismatch any day of the week, and again he's left another one at the rim. Uncharacteristic from Hiram Harris. He usually finishes those.
I mean, you think you have a mismatch on Te Hardy, see Flynn Cameron.
Flynn Cameron is back. Harris wants to go quick in transition, makes no mistake with that one.
So good. The Saints so quick off the mark. Flynn Cameron again on his left.
Oh, Gloga thought he did enough. Thought it came off the leg of Leafa, not to be. There is no lack of effort on court tonight. It is just all go.
Let me tell you, not just on court, from these moppets that are wiping up all the sweat from the coaches. They are up, they allowed Sebastian Gleim just ripped one into Te Hardy, telling him to stay in front, protect the basket.
Equally, the crowd is really in this as well. It's always a great crowd here in Franklin. Leafa with the handles. Wide open three. Can't finish it, though. Oh, that would have been a highlight play.
Love that little snatch back from Leafa.
Gloga, look at him down there. Ruspatch, step back, can't convert. But as you said, Gloga was free, so sometimes that shot selection needs to change. Oh, Leafa went in tough against Gloga. Big bodyguard in the lane, bumps him off, makes some space. It is a tough and tight contest here in the stockyard. Gloga, nothing but net from the German.
He is really good around that 17-foot mark. And look at this back screen up court for Hiram Harris to get downhill. Man, he can't finish those.
Oh, and that is a really good defensive play by Gloga too. He shoots the bucket, busts down to the other end of the court and is there to stop Harris. Oh, and again, Gloga! You love to see him get hot in this game. When he's angry, he is good. We spoke to him pre-game as well, and he said he loved that battle against Lowe last week, and we can tell.
I mean, that is just a tough move. He hit one from there earlier, so you have to respect it. And he puts the ball on the floor, gets by his defender. That's that shot we saw earlier from the opposite side of the floor. But yeah, he is a tough person to guard, and he's someone that the Bulls need getting hot. They want any chance to make a playoff run.
Well, the Saints have called a timeout here. The Bulls have taken the lead after trailing at the half by 5 points. And this is just the tail of the season, though, for the Bulls, as we know what they're capable of. They have some great scorers. They've got great individuals. But they just seem to really ebb and flow in their form on the court. We've just seen they've had 5 L's in a row. They need to get a win tonight to keep their season alive. They are playing in their 16th game, and there are teams below them who've only played 13, so they've got plenty games in hand. So every win is vital from here.
Yeah, absolutely. They will be getting up for this one. Sebastian Gleim having a lot of words to say to his team in this timeout.
Till Gloga averages 13.2 points per game. He's up to 8 already. He's got 6 rebounds and 1 assist. As I mentioned, he's played all his professional basketball in Germany. 9 years there, and is playing his first season outside of Germany here in Altero. What a place to come. What a beautiful place to come.
Right, I have never been to Germany.
That's a great place too.
But I'm glad that he chose to bring his talents here. I mean, he does such a good job of rim running down the floor. He gets such a good seal deep on the defense. And the Bulls looking to trap Marshall in this corner.
Ngatai was double teamed, so someone is bound to be free. Flynn Cameron picked up Marshall. Mazinski. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Marshall needs to do something here. The Saints bench counting down. It won't be an and one, but he will take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
He is just so tough to guard. A front runner for MVP of the league this season. Just hard to keep him in front of you.
Averages 19.7 points a game. He's on 11. Tobias Cameron as well back onto the court. He's cooled down a bit.
He has, but let's hope his shooting hasn't.
No, I think he's just heating up when it comes to that. Marshall misses that one uncharacteristically.
Yeah, pretty good free throw shooter. Shoots it at 74%. And to me, he reminds me of a Tyler Hero from the NBA. Same type of build, plays with the same type of swag, confidence. Able to hit shots from anywhere on the floor. Makes that one.
Made his Australia Boomers debut in February of this year against Indonesia. He's in fine form as Nick Marshall. Flynn Cameron to his brother Tobias. And the call will go against the Saints.
Yeah, Dougal Meter, too much contact off the ball. And there is a lot of things happening off the ball. This is a very physical game. These guards are the most versatile in the league. Strong bodies, not scared to bump and grind.
That might be my favourite commentary quote from you, Crystal.
Oh, man.
Gloga! He is lighting it up tonight. Rasbach tried to go for the intercept and the steal. Dougal meter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Marshall gets rid of Flynn Cameron. Evans Jr. back to Dougal meter. Flynn puts the arm up, but Dougal meter says it don't matter.
Man, those two guards work so well together. Evans Jr. and Dougal meter have got it going. That was a tough shot. Watch it there. Hand in his face. Does not matter. Cashes it from deep.
Dougal meter. Feel like he's been around for a long time. He's only 24.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, not just the way he plays, his IQ, the way he talks about the game. You can see the way he plays the game. He's a step ahead of the opposition at times.
Rasbach to Gloga, who's been putting it on tonight for the Bulls. Harris absolutely not letting him through, but again, it doesn't matter because Gloga is feeling good tonight.
Yeah, he's so dangerous going middle, but has that step through in his bag as well. Evans Jr. surveying the court.
Tight. Doing a bit of that bumping and grinding you were talking about.
I mean, I said it, the versatility of all these players, the strength. Good find from Gloga.
Great pass over there, but well off from Cameron. Gloga really showing out tonight of all his skills. Ngatai pirouettes, goes up without the ball, and it ricochets into the hands of Marcel Jones as Flynn Cameron lays on the lap of the people sitting underneath the hoop. Gloga, oh, good find. Great assist there from Tobias into Gloga.
You're right, that was beautiful vision by Tobias. But Gloga, once again, just in the right spot at the right time.
Liafa, again, it's just not, there's something wrong with that hoop down there because it has no love for the Saints right now. Rasbach, quick release. And into the hands of the number one rebounder in the league. No one has got more rebounds than that man right there. Dougal meter wants to go back to back and he can't. Liafa, another steal. Man.
They get so many steals like that in the front court. The Bulls need to be switched on at all times because the Saints really do hunt for any turnovers they can get quickly. Evans Jr. short on that three.
Flynn Cameron just slowing it down because it has been high energy, and then he pushes the pace, goes hard into Ngatai. And it is a timeout called by Aaron Young and the Wellington Saints. And my goodness, this has been such a great game. 41-35, 2:47 left in the first half. We haven't seen any player times out as of yet as well.
I mean, look at this pass from Tobias Cameron. Woo! A lot of white jerseys around the floor, but nobody on Till Gloga underneath. Makes no mistake putting that in. Then Flynn Cameron taking his time into the body of Ngatai, and the finish. Such a strong guard and so good on that left hand.
Yeah, he hit him with that reverse. He slowed it down. He said, you know what, we're going to go quick again.
Right, he just took his breath. He's been out for a minute. He's like, I know I can take you when I want, and I want it right now.
So they've got a 6-point lead. What a turnaround, because they were trailing by 5 at the half. At the quarter, should I say.
Yeah, this is a great response from the Bulls, but once again, we have seen this throughout the season. They have great responses, but it's the full 40 minutes that they need to put together tonight because this Saints squad can get going and they can get hot quick.
Well, the Bulls, they've had 8 turnovers to the Saints 3. And it's really been what's happened all season is they have moments of brilliance and then all of a sudden they fall off a cliff. And then they come back up again and fall off another cliff. So they really need to work on their consistency, and I can guarantee that that's what Sebastian was telling them in that huddle.
Right, no cliffs tonight. No cliff diving.
We're not going cliff diving. We are smooth sailing. We are soaring tonight for the Bulls.
And the Bulls looking to put a little bit of a press, full court press on themselves. The Saints we saw run a 2-2-1 press. The Bulls giving it right back to them.
Vano back, so on court for the first time in this game. No Rapid League game, so he'll be feeling nice and fresh. Ngatai has Hunt on him. We saw them talking before the game, catching up like good old friends do. Rusbatch has Marshall there. Ngatai almost got the tip. Vano bounce pass into Jones. Tries to go over the top of Leafa. Man, the release on that one.
Marcel Jones is such a great impact player for this Bulls squad. Comes off the bench and gives them really solid minutes. That experience just makes great decisions. Can he guard Marshall though?
Well, double teamed was Marshall, but Hunt goes back quickly to Mazinski. Didn't want him on the pick and roll. Did Leafa, and why would you? Because Hiram Harris was like, give it to me, I'll shoot that three.
Feet were set in his spot. Great look from the Saints.
Well, it's finally starting to drop for them. Marcel Jones just short on that one. Marshall goes hard into Tobias Cameron. I don't think it's him that gets the call. Might go against Rusbatch.
You could just see when Marshall started skipping down the court, everybody in the gym knew exactly what he was going to do. He is so aggressive, and you can't guard him one-on-one. Tobias Cameron comes over to help. You need to build a wall against players like Nick Marshall, who are crafty inside.
Sam Gold back onto the court as well. How good has Tobias Cameron been this season, though? I mean, he's come up to the Bulls, played with the Airs the last couple seasons.
He is having a great season. I mean, we know his work ethic on the defensive end is just outstanding. Consistently putting his body on the line. But in these last few games, it's been the offensive efficiency he has played with. His confidence has really come up, and he knows this Bulls team is struggling with scoring right now, and he has taken on some of that load.
The score is 43-40 with the Bulls in the lead. Gloga. Tobias has Gold on him, wants to go one-on-one. Oh, with the reverse, Tobias Cameron is having a game.
Beautiful reject there, got Gold to bite. Leafa, wow, what a find that was. I love seeing how the refs make calls and what type of foul they're calling. All the hand signals, and we see Okweta and Flynn Cameron come back in the game. Remember, Okweta has those 2 personal fouls, so he'll need to be careful out there.
Okweta comes on for Gloga. Leafa gets the first. And it is Samoan Language Week for those of us joining in New Zealand and around the world. There are plenty of Samoans living here in New Zealand. It is the biggest Polynesian city in the world, is Auckland City. Leafa, you can see all those tattoos on his body. He hails from the villages of Salemore. And that is big contact.
I mean, Gold reached once. Flynn swiped his hand. Gold reached again, and Flynn said, sit down.
He said, no foi lalo, sit down. Cameron has Gold on him again. Oh, kicks it out to Okweta. Okweta faked, goes up for the mid-range floater. Isn't going to get it. Leafa loses the handles. Oh, it's a collision between him and Harris. Okweta wisely holds it up. Hunt.
Oh, beautiful cut.
Smart stuff. That was on all day.
Yeah, that's a great cut by Okweta. And good find by Hunt inside. Liafa sets this little inverted screen for Hiram Harris. Now he has the switch on the guard, trying to exploit the mismatch with Cameron.
Oh, threw it straight to the match official. What a game of basketball we are seeing tonight.
And you just see the depth of these squads. These subs are rolling, they're rolling fast. Such a luxury when you can go deep into your bench.
Timeout called by the Franklin Bulls. It is 47-42. They lead by 5 this game. So important for them. They've got 8 losses and 7 wins. Really need to get that win percentage up with lots of teams hot on their heels. And if you're a casual fan, hey, we've got basketball almost every night on the Sales NBL. Big hello to everyone watching around the world on FIBA YouTube, on ESPN in the US, and Sky Sport here in New Zealand.
Now, this is a very physical game. There are a lot of calls out here being made. A few players, 4 of the starters for the Bulls, sitting on 2 personal fouls right now with Hardy, Okweta, Tobias Cameron, and Till Glogger. For the Saints, not so many. Only 3 fouls have been called their way. So something to watch out for. And once again, just speaks to the physicality that is out on the floor tonight.
Talk us through some of these Chemist Warehouse stats. Anything really jumping out at you?
I mean, we can look at points in the paint. The Bulls doing a great job right now. 28 points in the paint to
Massive.
the Wellington Saints 14.
Doubled that.
But the Saints really knocking it down and connecting from deep and really making them pay as well at that free throw line. Free throws, 9 out of 11 for the Saints. Right now, the Bulls, 1 of 1. Tobias Cameron had the one and only free throw.
Flynn Cameron is fouled by Gold. Gold's got plenty of fouls to give. "19 seconds left in the first half. It has been such a fantastic game. Inbounds it to his younger brother, does Tobias. And again, another foul by Gold. He's been given a task. Liafa checks back on to the court. That is Sam Gold's 3rd foul. He takes a seat. Last possession of the game will be with the Franklin Bulls. Okweta, accelerates forward. Hunt, though, for 3. Well, everyone misses the rebound. Tobias Cameron hits the deck. And it is a BNZ player timeout called by the Wellington Saints. 1.3 seconds left. Get your phones out and scan that QR code, because that could be your ticket to the big game. Go into the draw to win some tickets for you and your teammates if you're playing for a social team or your community group. I mean, there are games happening all over Aotearoa, right from Event Finder Stadium in Auckland's North Shore, right down to the Deep South in ILT Stadium, Southland, and everywhere in between. Get along to it. There is nothing quite like the vibe in person. Certainly if you are around the Franklin area, get to the next Bulls game. They have increased the time on the clock to 1.7. Liafa, long ball to Mazinski. Needed to put that one up. Marshall does not have enough time. That is all she wrote in the first half. It is 47-42. A big turn of events in that one. The Franklin Bulls with the win. They outscored the Saints 29 points to 19. We're going to go across to Crystal Ledger-Walker, who is standing by with someone who's been so outstanding tonight. She's with Tobias Cameron.
I'm here with Tobias Cameron from the Franklin Bulls. Man, it looks physical out there. You're up to 12 points right now. What's going through your mind?
Just trying to stay aggressive. Probably the most important thing is just defense. I mean, this guy's cooked me on like 2-3 straight line drives and it's getting to me, so I got to sort that shit out and just get on top of it.
Okay, apologies for the language, but Nick Marshall is who he's talking about behind us. And in the second half, I mean, it's a tight game right now. What are you guys looking to tidy up?
Just stay tight on defense, play solid, stay within our motions, stick to our principles, hopefully come out with a win.
Awesome. Good luck for the second.
Thank you.
And here we have Nick Marshall from the Wellington Saints. Man, you are looking good out there. You play with such swag, such confidence. How did that first half feel?
Yeah, it felt pretty good, but we're down right now, so we got to get back in the second half and, yeah, slow them down a bit.
Yeah, what do you think the message from the coaches will be in the locker room in this halftime break?
They're getting a few O-boards, so just limit that. A few kind of scout mistakes, but yeah, we're just going to clean it up and come out in the second half.
All right, best of luck for this. No, I said to Marshall, so you play.
No, my hookey mate, welcome back to the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre, and it is all on here in round 12 of the NZNBL. It is the Franklin Bulls leading 47-42. They were trailing in the first quarter by 23-18, then they outscored the Saints 29-19. in that second quarter to go into the lead. I'm Taylor Johnson. Joining me is Torford Crystal Ledger-Walker. This has been such an exciting game. The atmosphere in here is electric. On court, it is absolutely on fire. I mean, let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Gloga is my man tonight.
I know you love him. I know he goes to work. He's really showing out this game. 14 points to his name. Tobias Cameron also been hot and doing it all for his team as well. Marshall, though, he is so fun to watch. First time seeing him live, and he is absolutely impressed. One thing important to note, though, with those points, the Bulls, 74% inside. The Saints, only 35%. That's something they'll want to tidy up, those little finishes under the rim. Another thing that stands out on this with these stats is those turnovers. That's what really got the Bulls back into this game. They entered that first quarter with 6. They tidied it up. They only entered that first half with 8, and their assists went up to 10 from 2. So that's the point of difference for me for the Bulls. And those steals, look at the Saints. They just hunt after everything. They're in the lanes. Their hands are so active. Marshall has 2. Hardy has 2.
Well, yeah, interestingly, like coming into this game, the Saints, their defense is outstanding. I mean, the field goal percent defense, like 41% is what teams usually shoot at when coming up against them. That's a league low. So they are the best defensively when it comes to that. They have the best defensive rebound rate and the best block rate in the comp. But at the moment, the Bulls are actually firing on all cylinders.
They are. I mean, we know they're desperate. We know they're hungry for a win. They've absolutely gotten up for it tonight. But yeah, it is a battle. One thing the Saints are really good at is their discipline on defense. They've only conceded a few fouls and put the Bulls to the line 1 time. On the other hand, the Saints have gone to the free throw line a total of 11. So big difference there as well.
Yeah, playing a bit more aggressively, you would have to say. Cannot wait for the second half. The teams are coming back out onto the floor. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this. The Bulls leading 47-42. Welcome back to the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre in Pukekohe. It is the Bulls leading 47 points to 42, and there ain't no party like a Southside party because it is going off here on and off the court. Some interesting halftime entertainment, and then had some dancing. Love to see it. Crystal, I had to pull her back from not going out on the court.
Right, believe it or not, those that know me know that's definitely not true.
Look at that. People still think the Saints are going to come away with it after that resurgent performance in the second quarter. 69% of viewers think the Saints are going to get the dub. Only 31% believing in the Bulls. If you disagree, scan that QR code, join in on the fun, and tell us what you think. We have to mention first quarter score was 23-18 to the Saints, and then 29-19 in favour of the Bulls in the second, so they do have the lead by 5 points. And your leading scorers at the moment for both teams, Gloga and Marshall, sitting on 14 points each.
Gloga getting it done in multiple ways. Seen him hit down a few from that 17-foot range on those knuckles. He is deadly. And also going to work inside. Big body down low.
The Saints, their field goal percentage is sitting at 35%, which is not great for their standards. They're usually at about 54%, fourth in the league, but is right down low at the moment.
I mean, the pressure from the Bulls is hard to describe. They are up and in. They're making all those shots really tough. But you're right, they have missed some bunnies.
It is the Saints with first possession. If you are new to basketball, they play in the white and the Bulls are playing in the black. Great to have you with us on your Wednesday evening. Marshall pulled up well short there, but Harris gets the second chance opportunity, and they are onto the scoreboard first here in the third. Hardy with the hezzy, accelerates again, goes under the rim, back around, Oqueta. Ball movement is good. Gloga looking for more points, can't get there.
I liked that look from the Bulls. They worked it around, they got it back to Gloga inside, who had the mismatch on Liafa. You're right, he was hot that first half, so glad they tried to get it to him to start the second.
Liafa bullet pass to Harris. Dishes it back to Liafa. Oh, nothing but net for Liafa, money ball.
You cannot go under screens on that man. Get a hand up.
Hardy to Rusbatch. Oh, defensively, Ngatai and Harris work together, throwing it down.
We spoke about those active hands. Hiram Harris, some of the best in the league.
And just like that, the Saints take the lead off the back of some tenacious defense. Hardy gets a bounce pass down low to Gloga. Aaron Young can't believe it. Throws his head into his hands.
I mean, it was crafty and a good idea for Tay Hardy to get it to him down low, but the bounce pass is not what you want to throw when you've got a guard like Marshall on him. You've got to get it up in the air. It's Marshall, quick to get around it.
Ball struggling to get free. They have to go all the way back to Oqueta. Tobias Cameron just drives hard, but Mazinski gets a hand to it.
One of the best shot blockers in the league. Makes no mistake on Tobias Cameron there.
The best blocker in the league, and returns it on the glass, and Sebastian Gleim calls a timeout because the Saints have come out firing.
He works so well with Harris. Watch it here, that wheel up high. Hiram Harris delivers it on the money. Beautiful play by the two bigs.
9 unanswered points to start this third quarter for the Saints. That is exactly how you come out at halftime and please your coach, Aaron Young, but equally Coach Sebastian Gleim, well, he is not happy.
Yeah, he is livid with that start.
We might need to check on that clipboard.
He is just so animated. We have a different angle than you do at home.
What a way to start the second half. The Saints, when they get on a scoring run, they are dangerous. You do not want to get them confident whatsoever.
You don't, and really just showing their class, their response. They were not happy that they went into the locker room down. Great response to start the second.
What can the Bulls conjure up? Hardy deep two. Ricochets around the rim. Oqueta hustling Leafa though. Comes up with it. Looking for that fast break opportunity. On the right hand side is Nata. Hiram Harris. Best rebounder in the league. That is why Marshall makes him play, and Sebastian is not happy with that. Wow.
No, he is not. It's not necessarily just because Marshall hit that three. It's that right there, that offensive rebound. Nobody put a body on Hiram Harris. Collects that one, finds his shooter waiting out in the wings.
Remember how I talked about that cliff jumping, Crystal? Feel like that's happening right now. Someone throw the Bulls a parachute.
Right.
Oh.
And you can just see the Saints players pointing to the shot clock right there because they're trying to ask for an 8-second call. They were close. But as we all know, it's not by the shot clock, it's by what the ref is counting down.
It's all subjective, you know. Rusbach back to Hardy. Now what's the mindset here of the Bulls? Jones for three. Oh, again, it just goes in and out. Those are so cruel.
It is, but that's a great look from the Bulls.
It is.
Marcel Jones can absolutely knock that one.
12-0 scoring run from the Saints. Oh, good vision from Leafa. Mazinski takes it to the rim, throws it down. Wow, this is incredible 15-point run.
Leafa averages over 6 assists a game. He's a great passer, has great vision, and had great patience on that play.
Oh, and he goes to work again. Rusbach. Tobias Cameron back to Jones. They need to score. They finally do. Finally ending that 15-point scoring run. Leafa was giving it everything, and he's actually limping now.
Yeah, I think he's got a sub coming his way, clutching at his lower back. Doesn't look good for the Saints. But Caslow Evans Jr. will step up.
Aaron Young is saying that he was fouled, but to me it just looked like he was just diving for that ball, hitting the deck on his own accord.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a very physical game. Bodies have been flying everywhere. You're right, Leafa does get after it. He was zipping all over the court. Not sure where that foul that Aaron Young is asking for might have occurred.
It's 25 steals this year for Zay Leafa. Let's take a look here.
That bucket from Marcel Jones, the Bulls desperately needed their first points of the half.
I mean, the third quarter score so far is 14-2 to the Saints. That's one way to respond when you're down by 5, heading into the changing rooms. And it's been a team effort too. It's not just one person has stood up for the Saints. Collectively, they're gelling, they're working together. And the Bulls, as we keep mentioning throughout the season and all these losses that we've seen, they just start to drop away. They have good runs and then they fall apart. will fall off a cliff. Harris has time there. Oh, you cannot take your eyes on Mazinski. It was so nonchalant, just a little pass there. He was standing, throws it down.
Jumped all over that rim. Hunt gets it to Cameron.
Hunt, back to Jones. Tobias Cameron. How many times have we seen that? Oh, Flynn Cameron hits the deck hard. The contest from Evans Jr. But we've seen that so many times on this rim in particular.
Yeah, it is tough to buy baskets down this end of the floor.
Pops it up to Hunt, gets it back. Hunt trying to set the pick. Hardy can't get the bounce off the glass. It never looked like going in two, looked like a hopeful shot.
Yeah, that spacing for the Bulls on that set. It's really crowded the ball, not much room to make anything happen. Marshall just determined to get himself to the rack.
Franklin Bulls really need to gather themselves here. They just haven't come out of the sheds.
No, they haven't. They didn't have the best start, but they also haven't had the best response since that timeout by Sebastian Gleim.
Marshall to the line again, currently the leading scorer in the game, sitting on 17 points. Is named the league MVP in the NBL South 1 in Australia in 2024. Averaged 22.9 points per game there. It's averaging 19.7 here in the South NBL. Didn't get the first, but makes sure of the second. Dougal meter on for Mazinski. Mazinski is the #1 shot blocker in the league, but I'm also seen him on offense tonight. Hunt almost had it stolen by Harris. Oh, great block coming in from Harris, but it's the foul from Caslow Evans Jr.
And Hiram Harris, big smile on his face. Check that out again. Look at those active hands, all ball on that one. The foul on the second attempt.
Jordan Hunt had 10 points in 19 minutes off the bench against the Tuatara on Sunday. 4 from 5 field goal shooting. Played for the Saints for 1 year in 2016. Just coming up to the halfway mark in this third quarter. The Bulls have only scored 3 points. 4 points. Travel this time. Good defense from the Bulls. They'll take some courage out of that one because it really has been a Saints onslaught.
It has, and that was a good call, good pickup by the refs there. We see Gold coming in for Ngatai.
Well, Gold has 3 personal fouls. All against Flynn Cameron when he was trying to bring the ball up the court in the dying stages of the second half. Oh, big body check there from Rasmus. Flynn Cameron goes hard to the rim. Won't get the bucket, but will go to the line, and Mazinski is not happy.
Oh, Mazinski took a very deep breath.
Yeah, he's still breathing, still heavy breathing going on here for Mazinski. I mean, he's got that look in his eye.
I mean, look at this. Pretty good challenge. Not much contact in that one. But Flynn Cameron, a tough guard, not scared to go up against that shot blocker who just got back in the game.
Well, pre-game, we were wondering just how many minutes Flynn Cameron would get, considering he hasn't played in over a month. He had a calf injury, but he's had plenty of time out on the court and hasn't really missed a beat.
No, I mean, he was suited up to play in the Rapid League, so if he was on a minutes restriction, he'll have those back from that.
Mazinski and Hunt. Good contest there between two bigs. Hunt, well, he wins there, the defensive battle. Great work from Jordan Hunt.
I like that matchup, Flynn Cameron versus Nick Marshall. Mismatch down low with Jones.
Hunt buries the three. Jordan Hunt off the bench onto the scoring sheet. Marshall has Russ Batch in front of him. Gold steps up to the plate. Tobias Cameron got a shove in the back from Evans Jr.
I actually think that one might have been on Mazinski.
Oh, no, it
down
was,
low
yeah.
On Hunt, and that was very quick minutes. Well, in fact, they'll leave him out there. Evans Jr. and Dougal-Meter will take a seat.
Well, that's two back-to-back fouls, personal fouls on Mazinski. When he snatches the towel out of his teammate's hand, rubs his face, he is frustrated. And that's when the Bulls need to capitalise. When you see a player is very angry and frustrated, play up on it.
Yeah, absolutely. But those are his only fouls of the game, so sitting on two personal. Nothing major right now for him personally, but a 5-1 foul count between these two teams right now.
Just like that, we are back to a one-point ball game. So the Bulls found a parachute once they fell off that cliff. Ngatai has Flynn Cameron. Gold. Oh, they've completely missed the rebound. Frustrated. Marshall goes high. Hunt with another defensive masterclass, but Mazinski puts it back in. Oh, goodness, it was hot potato in there.
Absolutely was. A lot of butter on those fingers out there.
Marcel Jones steps up to the plate, banks another three, says to the crowd, let's go.
Ethan Rusbatch pointing to his team to get back on defense before that ball even went in. He knew it was cash.
You got to love when the players interact with the crowd, and Marcel Jones said just that. Marshall. Oh, Flynn Cameron not happy with that one. Needs to be careful.
Those two are absolutely going at it right now. Flynn Cameron got all ball up top, but I think the ref saw that hand down low. It's where that foul came from, and he'll have two now to his name.
Stare down Mikey Graham. Mikey Graham just had to check him a little bit. Marshall breaks the deadlock, goes up by 1 point. This has been a real jostle, this game. And many people didn't pick it to be close. Yeah.
I mean, I think the Saints went on a little bit of a slide when Isaiah Liafa went out of the game, but he is back in now. He is back in to steady the ship. A lot of their offense goes through him. He controls the pace of the game, gets his team going. They'll be happy he's back out there. Good back cut by Hunt.
Yeah, Hiram Harris, though, got into the passing lane. Hunt gets it to Marcel Jones, looking for back-to-back triples. Marshall goes soaring for the rebound. Oh, Tobias Cameron, like a thief in the night. Trips over one of the Saints defenders. Tay Hardy can't capitalise, though. When you make those turnovers, you need to convert. Ngatai steps back. Oh, and it's come off Tobias Cameron, Mazinski.
We spoke about those active hands. We've been speaking about it all night, the Saints. And there, when the Bulls get it straight away, they are looking to hunt. Mazinski gets his fingertips on that one, gets it back for his squad. Another look at the basket on this end.
Just had to give the ball a wipe because it is hot and sweaty in there. The players are giving 110% to everything. Harris, well, it opened up for Hiram Harris. Gloga could not stop him.
How beautiful, and a great play. Not much time left on that shot clock. Turned the corner with 4 seconds to go. He got himself a great look.
Up by 4. Hunt. Back to Gloga. Rusbatch. Leafa trying to give him some grief. The fade away, and it was well and truly short. Oh, Natai drops the ball. I think he's arguing that he was pushed.
I mean, on that possession, that defensive possession just before that, it was great hustle by Mazinski. Quite often, bigs get stuck in the mud. He did not. He pursued that step back that Rusbatch had going.
14 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. Rusbatch and Natai having a good jostle. Hardy. Gloga trying to find some space. Hunt. Oh, nice little hook shot coming in from Hunt just to steady the ship.
And beautiful no-looker from Tay Hardy. Was looking at that roller. So was Mazinski. Found Hunt waiting in that dunker spot.
Harris and Leafa trying to conjure something up. Leafa with the quick release. Oh, Leafa doesn't need much time and space whatsoever.
He had a sub coming in Caslow Evans Jr. after he hit that 3. Aaron Young pulled him back, said, hold on, feel him eating up.
Hardy got a smack to the face, and so I think they're going to come to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Man, his face has been going through it these last couple games.
Oh, goodness. He's going to have to add another plaster to that.
He's tough, though. And lucky he wears a mouth guard.
Yes. Tay Hardy hasn't really been able to go to work tonight. He's only scored 2 points this game. Can you believe?
Honestly, I can. The way the Saints locked him up the last time these two teams played, the way these guards, the bigs, the Saints defense gets after him, it's no surprise that it's been a hard night in the office for Tay Hardy.
I mean, he averages 20.93 points per game. He has scored 314 points this season. That is the most in the league coming into the round. But just could not get any at the Chemist Warehouse strike. Marshall, quick catch, release. Oh, he is on fire.
Once again, the Bulls just caught sleeping. You cannot go under screens on Marshall or Leafa.
Oh, Flynn Cameron denied entry. Rusbatch steps back, needs to bank this, cannot do. Oh, the tip from Gloga. Wow.
That is a very, very tough shot. And I'm going to say he practices that one often. It was not a fluke. Till Gloga, no mistake. Marshall.
3 seconds left. Can't get there. Oh my. Another turn of events. Check this out. Wow. It has really been an up and down game. It was the Bulls with the big lead at the half, but now it is the Saints leading 71-65 after outscoring the Bulls 29-16 in that third quarter. Do not go anywhere. The last quarter coming up right after this. Round 12 of the Sal's NBL has started with an absolute humdinger. It is the Bulls hosting the Saints, and it has been a real arm wrestle here at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre, aka the Stockyard. Two teams absolutely giving it 110%. This is a vital game for the Bulls. They need a win to keep themselves alive when it comes to playoff contention. 8 losses, 7 wins. They need one today to even that out. Flynn Cameron is back for the Bulls. He's played plenty of minutes after missing almost a month out, and they need to be scoring those buckets. They are down by 6. They had a big lead at the half, but the Saints, in true Saints fashion, have come back and got on a good scoring run. 14-0 scoring run in that third quarter. Harris off-balance shot. Mazinski tried to emulate what Gloger did in that dying stages of the third quarter. Not to be.
Good scramble from Gloger there. Got out on that hard show and got his way back in the paint to disrupt Hiram Harris.
Gloger, the leading scorer at the moment for the Bulls, with 16 points. Tobias Cameron on 12. Jordan Hunt on 9. Tay Hardy is only on 2 points. They have done a good job to slow him down, but Hardy answers back and goes with his 4th point of the game.
Great look from Tay Hardy. We know he loves that jumper. Hiram Harris, though, wow.
He had no right to slice through there. Gets it to Mazinski. And unsuccessful on the shot, but goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Mazinski's played professionally in Germany and Poland before playing in the Rip City Remix in the NBA G League. That is the G League associated to the Portland Trail Blazers. I wonder if he came up against Gloger in the German league.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Gloger was in that German league for a very long time.
Standing at 211 centimetres is Nick Mazinski, born in Ohio. And join in on your voting for the game MVP, and absolutely no surprises that Tobias Cameron is right up there. His team may be trailing, but he has really shown us everything in his bag of tricks. Flynn Cameron, the younger brother, goes up, misses that. Oh, there was definitely some contact in there. I'm surprised the whistle didn't come earlier.
Yeah, and they wow.
Mazinski and Flynn Cameron. Well, Mazinski got lippy to him, and now it's really going off.
You know, I'm not surprised that got a little bit chippy, because there were a lot of fouls on that play, potentially some missed earlier.
Yeah, I put that on the referees, because if they had called that earlier, it wouldn't have blown up like that. There was so much contact in there. Of course he's frustrated.
Yeah, that was tough. Take a look at it again. I mean, got his arm there, and see that hands all over him, hack, and got hit in the face. So you want to talk about it, but you love that. That's what we come to these games for all this action. We know how much this game means to both of these teams. They want the W. Oh. And a double technical. And surprisingly,
against Natai.
Yeah, it's not on Mazinski. It's on Natai. And Mazinski letting the refs know, hey, watch those elbows inside. I'm taking some down low.
Yeah, so attack on Flynn and attack on Natai. Gloger.
Look at this intensity picking up.
Yeah. It's already hot in here, but it's getting even hotter. Flynn Cameron bumps into Natai. Tough finish from the young man.
Heat up. Give him the ball right now, man. He is feeling it. We know what Flynn Cameron can do. What a play through 4.
Marshall. Well, yeah. Definitely a foul there against Hiram Harris. Oh, the crowd are in it too now. The boos are coming.
Man, the fans are standing up. They're active. They're letting these Saints players know. Not in our house. No, you don't.
Oh, the drama. We love it in the Sal's NBL. And hey, when teams get heated, it can go one of two ways. They can get really aggressive and lose it for the teams, or they can do what Flynn Cameron's doing and start balling out. Oh, Hiram Harris plucks it out from the air, gets it to Leafa. They're waiting for the cavalry to come. Harris hits the deck. He's asking for a foul. I feel like we're going to see a lot more whistle in this game, Crystal Ledger-Walker.
Yeah, I like that call. I like that they called it early. You can feel it heating up in here. You can feel the tension rising. So good job by the refs to nip that one before it developed into anything more.
Getting a floor wipe.
And we see, oh, sorry, watch this again. Look at Flynn Cameron, just determined.
He stared down Marshall too.
I mean, you came at me, I'm going to come straight back. Absolutely, I'm not backing down.
They're going to be teammates, the 36ers. So
it does not matter who you put in front of me. And just then we saw Tay Hardy come back on the floor. He is playing with 4 personal fouls.
Wow. Only 4 points too. Mazinski has Glogger gets a hand to it. Hiram Harris leaves it behind 2, and it is Bulls ball. Listen to the stockyard. They are up. And I really implore anyone watching tonight, get down to your local Sal's NBL game and watch the teams. The atmosphere here is unmatched. It is so good. Get here and support Tay Hardy. Unable to bank any triples so far. Oh, Ngātai had his back turned. Luckily, Harris quick to swoop in.
No surprise that Harris picked that one up, does all the little things so well. Already got a double-double in this ball game.
Oh, good hand by Tobias Cameron, feeding off the crowd too. Gold checks back in for Mazinski.
Look, and this is the pleasure of playing with your brother. One of us goes off, you've still got another Cameron out here. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to swat that out of here.
How proud must Dad be right now watching his boys?
Dad, Mum, Layla J at home, all the fam.
Marshall misses the 3. Cameron, well, he's the equivalent of Harris, right? Tidies up all the crumbs. Oh, threaded that ball through. Oh, Quetta just gets it knocked out. Need to be tougher than that, especially when you are down that close to your own basket. It's getting vocal here. Hardy needs to be careful, as you mentioned, on 4 personal fouls. Marshall hesitated when he saw Cameron. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They don't want to give away fouls. Oh, Ngātai. Well, it didn't hit the rim. Or did it?
No, it did not. There was 1 second left on the clock when Ngātai got that. Great smarts to know to put that shot up.
Close call, close call. Oh, no. He read it like a book, did Leafa. Oh, but he doesn't capitalize. My goodness. Both teams playing quite loosely here. Hardy gets it to Cameron. Oh, Hunt leaves it behind. What is going on? No one wants the ball.
That was a great pass by Tobias Cameron.
Oh, it
Hunt
was.
Just too quick for the ball, though.
Saints just slowing things down. Marshall standing up. Oqueta challenges. Oh, but Ngātai with the rebound. Oqueta had the denier, but Ngātai tied it up. 3 seconds. Oh, and the killer there, steps out of bounds.
And this Bulls crowd is loving it. We see Dougal Meter check in for Marshall and Mazinski taking out gold.
We are almost 4 minutes into, so we're over 4 minutes. We're 4.5 minutes into this last quarter, and it's 4-3 to the Bulls. It's low scoring because there's lots of errors. It's heated. Hunt, oh, could not get there, claps his hands in frustration.
He hit one from there earlier, exact same spot. Oh, Hiram Harris.
Gets around, Ngatai left wide open on the wings. Oh, Mazinski! That long wingspan reels it in. Sebastian Gloom has caught a timeout. You cannot let the Saints get away from you.
The last couple times, those offensive rebounds, the extra looks that the Saints are getting at the basket right now, that's the difference. That is what is going to be spoken about this day. Look at this, the smarts from Ngatai. You can't see it there, but there was 1 second left on the shot clock when he got that one up. And again, good find by Harris. Mazinski, though, too big, too tall, down low. Gets the putback for the Saints.
They trail by 7, the Franklin Bulls. They need a win here. You'd have to say their season is on the line. Tobias Cameron still leading the MVP voting. Hiram Harris on 28%. Gloga, Evans, Rusbatch and Hardy all featuring. Surprised there's no Leafa. He's been giving it his all. He's had some steals and even had a block in there, I believe.
Oh, people are just used to seeing him do great things. Yeah. But you're right.
High expectations for people like that.
He has been active. He has been all over the floor. And he is showing some toughness and resilience coming back from that sore back he went out with.
Usually he has a sore back from carrying his teams, but I think this time it's a genuine sore back.
A little bit of both, I think. Look at that physicality down low underneath. Hiram Harris, Marcel Jones going at it.
Not really nominating themselves, losing the footing. Oh, stolen by Leafa. And that was a sign of no one coming forward for the Bulls.
Yeah, absolutely. A foul on that late contest. But once again, Mazinski just doing all the little things, getting to the right spots on the floor, being an option consistently for his teammates. Harris, easy pass inside.
Leafa is back on halfway and he keeps bending down, holding his back and just stretching it out. Mazinski at the line once more. Capitalizes on the three-point play. Flynn Cameron back on court, 10-point game now. Accuracy needs to be on here. Flynn Cameron for three. Oh, Tobias bats it back, but it goes into the hands of Leafa. Wanting to pick the pocket here is Tobias. But Hiram Harris is onto him. Step back from Leafa. Shoots, fires, but doesn't find the target. Flynn Cameron. Oh, the Euro step at the block from Mazinski.
I mean, he tried to find some space on that drive, but it's hard to get around those long arms of Mazinski. Leafa just slows it down for the Saints.
Oh, the no-look distribution. Oh, to Dougal Meter. Mazinski makes them pay. Oh, I want to see that again.
Mazinski made that shot and he blew some kisses towards the crowd. And a wink. He's doing it all. What a pass from Leafa. Dougal Meter smart. Easy shot for Mazinski. Great ball movement.
The Bulls cannot let this get away from them. They trail by 12. Now Rusbatch on the fly, and again, just too late to crash the boards. Oh, it's really coming apart for the Bulls.
And Liafa, the great floor general he is, looks at the clock, slows it down.
Oh, Zay Liafa flexes on them, and why wouldn't you? Massive from Liafa.
So pretty to watch. Watch it again here, just dancing with Okwera. Puts his head down, floats it up. Does not matter who is guarding him, he can get by.
Closing in on 100 South games is Liafa, made his Tall Black debut in 2013. Second youngest after Ty Webster at 16 years old. Another young Tall Black there is Flynn Cameron.
Good pass to Gloga, that's his spot. Can't get it though.
Liafa, he really has been a fantastic maestro for this Bulls team. Goes again. Oh, it's just the floats. The way he is able to just put that ball up, the way it drops, he has it on a string.
For me, it's the patience, it's the poise, it's the smarts. Look at that, takes his time, waits for the defense to come. Just takes whatever he wants. He has been great down the stretch.
Liafa, you can see he has the tatou on his right arm and right leg. He is from the village of Salemore. It is Samoan language meek. Il Manuia le Vaiaso o le Ngangana Samoa. Hiram Harris is overtaken Tobias Cameron. And yeah, some love for Zay now, 10%.
Right. Are you not entertained?
You needed to put more ihi in that one, Crystal. If you're going to use a line like that from the Great Gladiator, you need to do it. You need to give him more ihi.
I'm trying.
What a game, though. I mean, the Bulls, it's been the story of their season. They have moments of brilliance. They get some good leads in a game, and then they drop off this cliff, and they just cannot seem to climb their way out of it. But equally, we know that the Saints are tough. We know they are strong. And that when they get on a scoring run, when they get confident, they are hard to stop. Now, this game is not out of reach for the Bulls by any means. We have seen people come back from this deficit before, but it is going to be tough now.
It is 2 minutes 30. Not much time, and little things like that need to get tidied up. Marshall gets out, gets a tip on that ball.
To remind people that the Bulls had the halftime lead. And then all of a sudden, the Saints got out of second gear. Gloga couldn't find Cameron, but gets Hunt with the little spin move. Gloga gets the foul, so they'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. We mentioned beforehand too, the Bulls, the Saints, defensively have done so well to shut down some of their scorers, in particular Te Hardy.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell they've had a lot of good game prep coming into this game. They are sitting on the Bulls sets. You can tell they've scouted them. They were top blocking that stagger screen. They sit back on Gloga. They know he doesn't want to shoot that three. Gloga, though, smart decision to get himself going downhill and put himself on this Chemist Warehouse free throw line. And still, a lot of contact. Hiram Harris gets a flop warning. And oh, this might be close to 5. It is.
Hold the phone.
The Saints just too casual inbounding that ball. Hiram Harris went down on the ground. And they didn't realize how much time was passing. And once again, you can tell the Saints have done their homework. Look at them switched out on the floor. Mazinski on Tobias Cameron. Jordan Ngatai on Gloga. They're ready to switch wherever these screens are coming from.
Hardy. Again, just goes on his own. There were 3 players there. Gloga can't capitalize on that opportunity, and you have to think that one really needed to go in. Saints asking for a flop, ain't gonna get it. Leafa says, play on guys, let's keep going, Marshall.
There's a big wet spot in the middle of the court. It's what the refs are stopping that play for.
Just trying to understand what Rusbatch is trying to say to the ref.
I mean, Tobias Cameron went flying on that play. That's why there's that big sweat mark on the court. The Saints wanted a flop warning on it. They had just given a flop warning to the Saints. Watch it again. Tobias Cameron goes flying. They all say, where's the flop warning? Then Ethan Rusbatch, I think, was just saying to the refs, there's some contact there. You've got to make a call on something.
Minute 44 left in this game. The Bulls, when they review it, will be frustrated because there's plenty of times they could have taken the Saints by the scruff of the neck and gone away with it. Instead, their own turnovers and their own errors and poor shot selection let them down. That one is better from Te Hardy.
Yep, answering their press right now. In this full court press, Mazinski did not want to get another 5-second call. Calls the BNZ player timeout.
He's having a bit of a row with Aaron Young too. Aaron Young was annoyed that he called the player timeout, and they're having words here.
Yeah, and the ref breaks it up really quick because you cannot speak to your coach during or after a BNZ player timeout.
Said it before and I'll say it again. Make sure you try and get to a game. Scan that QR code for the BNZ. Chance to go to some of the games that we have happening all around the country. Shot clock at 5 seconds. Marshall cannot find a way through. Hardy. Yeah, Leafa stepped in front of him. $12 points down, 1:21. They need to score now and they need to get a lot of stops.
They do. They need some stops. Te Hardy needs to put these free throws in right here. He went 0 from 2 earlier in the game.
So the Bulls, their next game won't be till next Sunday against the Sharks. That is a very long time.
Someone who doesn't have as much time as the Saints, they'll be heading down the highway to play the fight. And after this physical battle, they'll need to get straight onto their recovery after this one. Oh, and that might be Te Hardy's 5th foul.
It is. Te Hardy has been fouled out of the game. Flynn Cameron on.
One of the benefits of coming to these games is you get to hear what the coaches are saying to their players, how these players interact with each other, all those little conversations that you miss. Aaron Young not letting his squad take any breaks, telling them, we need to finish this. I need you here. Let's close out this game.
Nick Marshall doing exactly that. It is a huge deficit now. We need some triples and need them fast. If you're a Bulls fan, Russ Batch does not sink that one. Tobias Cameron gives up the foul, and we will walk all the way down to the end of the court for some shots at the Chemist Warehouse stripe in the bonus.
And can I just say, there is a lot of basketball brains down this end of the court by the Saints bench. John Riley, the head coach of the Perth Wildcats, is in attendance at this game.
Mazinski's at the line, but Hiram Harris has a double-double in this match. 13 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, he could almost be on triple-double watch here.
What a way to bring in 150 NZNBL games. Jordan Ngatai, great hands, great finish.
Just a simple layup for us. Ngatai. Oh, and they've got another steal. The score is really going to blow out here. Ngatai again with another finish. He's really trying to get in the head as well of young Flynn Cameron.
And Aaron Young right here saying, run it up. He knows the points differential matters. Tobias Cameron getting crafty inside.
Mazinski's fourth personal foul on Tobias Cameron there. And this score does absolutely not reflect the first 3 quarters of the game. For those who are new watchers to the Sal's NBL, welcome. You have been certainly entertained here tonight. Tobias Cameron shooting there. Holds the record for the most appearances by a Kiwi in the men's NCAA Div 1 basketball with 142 at Abilene Christian University. Him and his brother have been absolute standouts for the Bulls, but it has all been the Saints in this last quarter. And that man there, Nick Marshall, the leading scorer, he's on 25 points for the Bulls. Dishes it to Hiram Harris, changes from one hand to the other. Flynn Cameron hits the deck hard, going for the rebound. Flynn and Hiram just exchanging words there. Flynn Cameron's not happy.
I mean, they are giving it to each other. Flynn Cameron, so competitive.
I mean, the Saints are doing the typical look at the scoreboard, and hard to argue with that one.
I mean, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Who gets the W?
Flynn Cameron makes it count, though.
Oh,
gives him a shoulder in the back. The youngster is not afraid to go toe-to-toe with the big boys. Evans Jr., almost looks good. And that will be the game here at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre. 93-77, the Saints came to town and wiped the floor with the Bulls in that last quarter. Big scoring game. Hiram Harris in his 150th gets the MVP points. 39% of watchers agreed that Harris had a performance. Almost got a triple-double, did Hiram Harris. Just 2 assists off. That's some performance in your 150th. Tobias Cameron with 23%. Zay Liafa up there too. Everyone shaking hands at the end. Temperatures did flare, but we're all friends at the end of the day. Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Marshall, the leading scorer with 25. Liafa had 20. Gloger, big game. That's 2 big games in a row for the German. Rebounds again. Harris leading there. Cameron had 10.
I mean, Hiram Harris just had such a complete game. His stats never even show the complete impact he has on it. Such a good all-round game. Only 2 assists shy of a triple-double. What a way you set it to bring in your 150th game. Okweta, couple big blocks for him, but those steals, the Saints all over the ball, all in the lanes, tips on everything. Marshall ended the game with 4, led the way in that category. But man, what a fun game we had tonight.
These are the upcoming fixtures. Sharks Airs, Phi Saints, Hawks Rams, Nuggets Airs. And on Sunday, Giants and the Jets and the Tuatara and the Phi. That will be a really big game as well. Heartbreak here at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre for the Bulls, because that game was vital with the playoffs not too far away, just 4 rounds remaining after this, and that win percentage is not looking good. But the Saints, they charge on, really looking to take that first spot away from the Canterbury Rams. But that is it here from Franklin, 93 points to 77. We will see you back here tomorrow when the Southland Sharks host the Taranaki Airs. On behalf of Crystal, myself and the Sky Sports team, we say Ia Manuele Paul, which means good night.